Welcome back. I found some key differences that almost no one talks about. So watch to the end or you'll miss the most important part.
Let's start with pricing, because this is where many creators first decide whether a tool fits their budget and workflow. Boris FX isn't a single piece of software. It's a suite of industry-grade visual effects tools that pro editors, VFX artists, and studios use in everything from films to online content. The flagship Boris FX suite is available primarily as a subscription, and pricing for the complete bundle is around $1,495 per year, or about $219 per month, depending on the plan you choose. That subscription model gives you access to Sapphire, Continuum, Mocha Pro, Silhouette, Optics, Particle Illusion, and additional plugins with regular updates and full support. Individual products within the suite can sometimes be licensed separately or through perpetual terms with upgrade plans, but the full suite subscription remains the most comprehensive and cost-effective way to get everything at once. Now compare that with EDIUS 11, which takes a very different approach. EDIUS 11 is sold as a perpetual one-time purchase rather than a subscription, and prices for the Pro Edition often start around $399 for a new license. There are higher tier, broadcast, or workgroup editions that can go up toward $1,000, depending on features and support packages. But the core principle with EDIUS is ownership. You pay once and keep the software without recurring fees. So right away, you see that Boris FX leans into subscription pricing with constant updates and access to a vast VFX library, while EDIUS 11 offers a traditional purchase model with a focus on editing workflow rather than visual effects bundles. Let's break down what Boris FX actually delivers for that price. Boris FX Suite is a powerhouse collection of visual effects, compositing tools, particle generators, planar tracking, rotoscoping, image restoration, and stylized effects that work across most major editing hosts, including Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects, Avid Media Composer, DaVinci Resolve, Nuke, and more. Sapphire alone includes hundreds of high-end visual effects and transitions that give video a cinematic look with lighting, lens flares, stylized color tones, and motion graphics tools. Continuum adds another hundreds of plugins focused on broadcast-ready transitions, titling tools, image restoration, blur effects, and stylistic filters. When it comes to pros and cons, Boris FX's biggest strength is creative power. You get world-class effects, tracking, paint, and compositing in a unified ecosystem that integrates into whatever editor you already use. If you're making content that needs cinematic polish, broadcast-grade transitions, or complex VFX work, Boris FX tools can be transformative. The subscription model also means you always have the latest updates and compatibility fixes. On the downside, the price can feel intimidating for solo creators or hobbyists who don't need every module in the suite. Some individual product licenses are available, but can still be costly when bought separately. The learning curve isn't trivial either. Many of these tools assume a professional level of understanding of effects, compositing, and tracking workflows. Subscription dependency also means if you stop paying, you lose access to updates and host compatibility, which can be a problem if your editing platform updates during a lapsed subscription. Still, for professionals and serious creators who demand cutting-edge effects and real creative control, Boris FX remains a top choice.
Now let's turn our attention to EDIUS 11, a non-linear editor built with speed, stability, and professional performance in mind. Unlike Boris FX's subscription VFX ecosystem, EDIUS 11 is a full editing solution with a perpetual license, meaning once you buy it, you keep it without monthly fees, and all updates in the 11.xxx lifecycle are included free of charge. EDIUS. One of the defining features of EDIUS 11 is its ability to handle mixed formats, multiple resolutions, and varying frame rates on a single timeline with real-time performance. Editors can work with 4K HD broadcast codecs and various container formats without needing proxy files, keeping playback smooth even under heavy workloads. EDIUS supports HDR workflows and an extensive range of professional codecs, making it suitable for broadcast, live event editing, and high-pressure production environments. The software also integrates advanced multicam editing, detailed audio routing, and precise color controls. New additions in EDIUS 11 include AI-assisted noise reduction, smarter titling tools, animated icons for transitions, improved color correction workflows, social media export presets, and integrated media management via Mink 11, which helps organize clips, projects, and sequences efficiently. EDIUS also brings a built-in captions editor that uses AI speech-to-text workflows, letting you generate subtitles or markers from spoken dialogue quickly. When it comes to pros and cons, EDIUS 11's biggest strength is reliability. It's engineered for real-time editing with minimal hiccups, making it extremely dependable when deadlines matter. Editors working in newsrooms, broadcast studios, and professional production houses often praise its responsiveness and ability to handle complex timelines without crashes. The perpetual license model eliminates subscription fatigue, and long-term ownership means you can build a workflow that won't suddenly stop working because a payment lapsed. However, EDIUS 11 isn't perfect. Its interface can feel technical or less modern compared to other consumer-focused editors, which means beginners might find the learning curve a bit steep. While it has solid editing tools, the creative effects library is more limited than plugin ecosystems or standalone VFX suites like Boris FX. Most stylization and advanced visual tricks require third-party plugins or additional purchases. The high upfront cost for broadcast or workgroup editions can also be a barrier for smaller creators who don't need every professional feature. And like Boris FX, EDIUS 11 is Windows-only software, so Mac or Linux users must look elsewhere. When discussing ratings from platforms like Trustpilot, it's important to be transparent. Pinnacle Studio doesn't directly apply here, but Boris FX and EDIUS don't have extensive official Trustpilot scores specific to their latest versions. Boris FX overall has mixed sentiment based on user discussions and general feedback about pricing and feature complexity, while EDIUS often earns praise for stability but limited consumer-facing reviews. So treat any scores you see online as directional rather than definitive. Real experiences vary based on workflow, expectations, and project type. Final takeaway: if your priority is cinematic effects, advanced tracking, particle systems, and broadcast-level visual power, Boris FX's suite gives you one of the richest creative ecosystems available. If instead you want a rock-solid, real-time editing environment with a one-time license and professional performance, EDIUS 11 earns its place in serious production workflows. If this breakdown helped you decide, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe for more honest software comparisons, and click the link below to access the official software pages and current offers. Your next editing or VFX upgrade is just one click away.